Bum, 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 bum. Hey, welcome to Actiondyne Creative Technologies. My name is Matt. Today we're going to be going over how to take a rigged character model from Mixamo and bring it into Gravity Sketch. That's something I had been trying to tinker with for quite a while and kept running into a lot of problems, but I just figured it out yesterday. So this is our first video. I was kind of excited that I had solved that big mystery, and I want to share how to get that working with you. So, first things first, let's get into Blender. I'm going to show you, this is my character that I wanted to bring into Gravity Sketch. Before we export it, I want to show you one thing here. Mixamo, when you bring your stuff in there, doesn't want anything connected other than your base color and your normal. Otherwise, you could get error messages just trying to bring it into Mixamo. So for this, try to disconnect anything but those two. In this case, all I have is the base color. I didn't really want to mess around with normals. I don't need it for this. So let's go and export our model. And then importantly, we want to make sure at the top under path mode, we say copy, and that little button is blue to embed the textures so they get included in the file. I've already named this, so we can go ahead and hit export. And then our next order of business is going to be to upload and rig our character. We're going to take our model, drag it in. Get some music while you wait. I'm sorry that it's not that good. You just have to deal with it. I think normally I will have some videos with, I'll have some music for you. This one I'm going to be doing a little bit of back and forth between computer and VR, so it's going to be a little weird. When you get this, you want to make sure your model is facing you. It sure is, so we're looking good. We got to mark off a few things for Mixamo. This is just a website. If you've never used it before, Mixamo, I believe, was part of Adobe Fuse, which no longer exists, but they took this like auto rigging portion of it and they made it into a free to use website. Yeah, doesn't cost anything. So we've marked off all of that stuff. This may not be something you need to do, but this is something I need to do for my particular model because the hands aren't open. They're actually grasping some controllers, so I don't want it to get confused by the controller and the fist. So I'm going to just say no fingers. Just don't even bother with the fingers. That's just for me. You can try that. Let me know if it works. I have my doubts. I'm sure it'd be pretty weird. I'm sure it would do what's called weight painting, and the controller would stretch if the hands open. It'd be weird. It's got a little bit of a weight here, so I'm going to stop time. All right, so we're back, and looks like it did a pretty good job. I'll hit next again, and there's our character. Before clicking on any of the fun animations, and yeah, you can just click on it and your character will come to life. It's pretty cool, but we're going to actually go straight to download. We want to make sure we've chosen FBX for Unity with skin. You don't need to change either of those because we don't have an animation on our stuff yet. We're going to download it. And there we go. So we've got our file. So we need to get that rigged file into Landing Pad, which is Gravity Sketch's like cloud file system. It's just a website. So I'm already logged into that. Looks like it's been uploaded. So that's good. All right. So the next step from here, I'm going to hop into Gravity Sketch. I'm going to record that and show you what happened with that and see if it works or not. I already know that it doesn't work, but we're going to go over after that how to fix it. So hang tight. Be right back. Okay, and I'm back. So let's check this out. All right, we're in Gravity Sketch. I'm going to open up the blue button. We're going to go to Prefabs, Import Models, My Workspace. There's my folder. There's my model. We're going to grab it, put it in the box here, and then hit check mark. 200 meters. Clearly I missed a step with the size. That's fine. Okay. So if I grab this and do edit, now usually with a model that you import, you have the ability to convert it into subdivision and make edits. Because this is rigged, oh, look at that. So just like the mannequins that Gravity Sketch has, that you can pose them into different poses, you can do that with your own custom model. But the problem that a lot of people seem to have with Mixamo and Gravity Sketch, there's something a little weird about this, and I don't know what it is.
It's so bad.
No, I do know what happened here.
It's so
bad. And
bad.
Don't worry, we're going to go ahead and fix this, because this is just beyond creepy. This will give you nightmares.
It does.
But it's good to know if you want this effect to happen. But basically what's happening here is Gravity Sketch has its own system of looking at how the bones and everything are positioned inside and kind of determining which way the knee is supposed to be facing. So that's what we're going to go fix. Okay, so let's dive back into Blender. I'm going to close that. I'm going to say don't save. We're going to make a new Blender doc. We're going to delete those as usual. And let's go to import FBX. We're going to find what we just got from Mixamo. We're going to bring it we're going to bling it into Blender. We'll bring that into Blender. Import model. All right, so we zoom in on it. And there we go. We've got some texture. So this is it's real simple what happens. If we click on, let's do wireframe, and I'm going to select the bones. If we look at it from the side here, let's just do side view. There's not much of a curve going on here. Like the legs are kind of almost in a straight line, and Gravity Sketch's IK system, I think, is just getting confused by this joint because it doesn't know which side is the front, and it's kind of guessing. So we are going to click on the armature. We're going to hit tab to go into edit mode. And we want both of the knees selected. I'm going to hit G to grab and Y. And I'm just going to pull it forward just a little bit. And so it's actually a little closer to the front there. We don't want it sticking through the mesh. I don't actually know what happens. I've never actually done it. Everyone says to avoid it, but I haven't tried breaking it. If we move it just that little bit, let's actually just get a little bit. I want to make sure this is going to work for us in there. All right. That's all we need. That's literally it. So we can get out of edit mode. There's our, okay. And don't really need to change the view. Let's just go ahead and we're going to export this. Almost forgot a step. Let's save it. Sometimes exports don't really cooperate with me unless I've saved. It's going to call it demo. I should call it delete me later. Those are always fun to run into later because you see it and you're like, well, is now later? It's not later, it's now. That's what I say to myself. All right, export. We're going to export it as FBX. That's not where I wanted to put it, so let's move it here. Call this demo fixed. Bake animation. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that on. Don't need to change anything for that armature, but again, path mode, copy, and then hit the embed texture button. And we're going to export. Now we go back there. We've got our FBX. So we get back to landing pad. Let's put that in there. Demo fixed is in there. Hopefully I did this right and didn't miss anything. And let's find out. Okay, so I'm going to jump back into Gravity Sketch and check this out. We'll see in a second. All right, and we're back from Gravity Sketch. Let's go check out what happened. Okay, prefabs, import, my workspace, go to the folder, demo fixed. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, this suspense is killing me. This is it. This is the big moment. It is. Our 200-meter tall character. All right. Yeah. We're going to grab it. Anyone nervous? Oh, look at it. Actually, see, it did the same thing with the elbow, right? That one's fine. That one's good. But look, the knees are fine. So if we were to go back in there and move the bone for that elbow and just save it, that's all it would really need. So if you ever get stuff like this happening to characters that you are trying to bring into Gravity Sketch, see, bend it back too far and the foot freaks out. So that's what we're getting the opposite direction of that. So that's how it's done. That's how you can get your Mixamo characters working in Gravity Sketch. And that's it. So hopefully you got something out of this. So if you're ever trying to get some of your characters into Gravity Sketch to have some fun with in there, now you have some knowledge that you are armed with to make it happen, and you can continue on your creative journey. Thank you for joining me on the very first episode of Actiondyne Creative Technologies. Have a good day.